My name is Stephen Tyson.
Okay, so can you just explain a little bit about this piece? How you came to the idea, maybe some inspiration you had in the medium you may have used?
Okay, this particular piece is called Borderlines. And this particular piece was inspired by information that my son brought back to me 2 years ago from a DNA analysis. He discovered that we have genetic ties to a particular group in West Africa on the borderline between Burkina Faso and northern Ghana, the Kasena. And in that particular region, the women create black and white patterns on top of their homes. And I became inspired by that, and I started doing a whole series of works of art based on black and white patterns. This particular piece here, though, was also inspired from listening to music, jazz and hip hop. And when I initially started working on this piece, underneath it was red ochre. And I started moving the paint around. And I used it as a foundation for what I would later create. I did an outline of this particular design, and it was a very skeletal structure. But I started noticing that as I moved the paint around, it started to resemble stormy seas. And I could almost envision the cries of people as though they're being transported from one place to another. So what I did, as I've done with some of my other pieces, is I used that as a foundation and overlaid it with the design, which deals with the idea of not only transportation and pain and struggle, which is represented by this red line here, which is a bloodline, but this also serves to counterbalance the weight that you see here in this particular part of the composition. I felt that the dynamic was so strong it needed to be counterbalanced. So you have a variety of different influences and formal techniques involved in this particular composition, Borderlands.
Right, that's very interesting. It's funny because I was going to ask you about the red line and what it symbolized, and why did you leave that one line there? But this piece in itself has a very deep meaning. It also it reminds me a little bit of an optical illusion. Mm-hmm. Did you have that in mind at all when you did the piece? Or
yes, I knew that I wanted it to have multiple layers. I didn't want it to just be flat, even though it is flat. But I wanted to create that vibratory effect and also the quality that there are deeper levels of dynamic interaction taking place in life as well as on the canvas.
all right. Thank you.
Thank you.